ninth discourse, where Lord Krishna explains the secret of secrets, and that is kingly science and the kingly secret. Lord says, idam tutam guhyatamam pravakshami anasuyave jnanam vijnana sahitam yajñatva mokshase suhat. I shall now declare to thee who does not feel the greatest secret, the knowledge combined with experience, self-realization. Having known this, thou shalt be free from the evils. Evils includes all the negatives. You will not occur sins. You will not be unhappy. You will not do forbidden actions, because your mind will be always centered on the highest secret. That highest secret, you know, I very often tell you all, that is my personal opinion. You talk of the whole world, you put questions thousands, but answer is one, solution is one, the secret is one only, and all the knowledge is one only, and that's how the saying goes, all the roads lead to Rome. Let there be thousands of ways from the bottom hills, but the peak is only one. There are no 10 Everests in Himalayas, only one, only one. Similarly, the secret is one, the kingly science is one, the kingly secret is that only, and the knowledge is that only. The answer to all the question is that only. It appears in all these different ways according to your angle of vision. That is what Lord wants to explain to Arjuna vividly, clearly, so that whatever he thinks, he will be forced to think of the absolute only. The mind will lead him to the absolute only. Yesterday we saw idam means this, alludes to knowledge of the self. Jnana means theoretical knowledge, or Brahman through the study of the Upanishads, also known as Paroksha, Brahma Jnanam, indirect, Paroksha, and Vijnanam, direct intuitive perception of Brahman, or Atma Sakshatkar, also known as Aparoksha Brahma Jnanam. This alone forms the direct means of attaining to liberation from evil or the bondage of samsara. Here what we talked of evil, you will be free from evils. That means bondage of the world. Bondage is nothing but attachment, that oneness with the sense objects, mine and thine. It is I and my. All these are bondage only. So the knowledge of the self is the most profound secret. Why it is secret? How it is called secret? What is called secret? What is the definition of secret? What is the definition of secret? Secret is which is not known to anyone. Hidden treasure, hidden. That is called secret. And if it is secret, how did you know it to be secret? If it is secret, nobody knows it. Then how did you come to know it is a secret? How did you know? This will be the greatest question. So, knowing also we have discussed, some knowings are indirect knowing, that is informative knowing, and that is theoretical knowing. We have discussed it so vividly yesterday. And the other knowing is experiential knowing, which is not, which cannot be expressed. So it remains to one only. It cannot be parted to others. It cannot be shared. Oh, is it this secret? So it will be known to one only. And the scriptures say, Brahma vidam kule abrahma vit na bhavati. In the order of Brahma Jnanis, the realized souls, there will not be any ignorant fellows. Everybody will know the self, realize the self. So if the Guru cannot tell it to the students, then how can the students know this? If it is unexpressible, then how can it be shared with others? How can the disciples realize the self, know the self? Here is the clue. It is, of course, it is not shareable, but it can be directed. It cannot be parted, but it can be directed. That is called laksharth. Laksharth, you see, indicative meaning. When yesterday we were discussing, when I showed the beautiful bird on the little far tree by my finger, I directed the direction towards which the bird is sitting. My finger is not the bird, but you have to see my finger, and then you have to follow the direction, and then you have to look at the target, which is not the finger, not the indicator, but it is indicated. So that's how the Gurus part this knowledge to the students. If the students are quite clever, quite pure in mind, they obey the words of the Gurus, then they will be able to see the target. Or else by an impure heart, nobody can see the target. Just as it happened in the case of Arjuna and other brothers. Purity means one-pointedness. Pure milk means it is only milk and milk alone. There is no water, there is no ginger, there is no tea leaves, there is nothing else other than one single milk. That is called pure milk. So, purity means oneness. Don't forget this. So, oneness is called purity. Oneness is called yoga. Oneness is called union. Everything. So that's how Arjuna could see only one eye of the bird to be hit by the arrow. That was the goal. The question and the answer should be, it should be hit. And Arjuna did that because of one-pointed mind. And others, they were looking at all around and they could not concentrate on only one, but they were seeing everything around it. That's how they were failures. So now this secret also is like that. And when the student has its purity of heart, one-pointedness, then he will hit the goal. That is of paramount importance. One-pointed mind. That is called obedience also. That is called also Guru Seva. If you don't obey the words of Guru, your Seva is good for nothing. And you must understand the indications of Guru. That is your purity of heart. You see, we had a Mauni Baba in Gangotri. He kept Maunam for whole life. His name was Mauni Baba. And he will always have some slate and pencil, so that somebody asks some serious something, so he will write it, and so thereby he was doing all his relative affairs, whatever. He had a big ashram, so many people used to go and come, so he was to manage by that. Afterwards he left that slate and pencil. He had a nice disciple, and he will indicate. So the disciple will look at him. Then he will write everything in the sky. The disciple will understand everything, everything to 100% correct. He will write in the sky. That is still a slate. The disciple understood everything and he will express in words. Swamiji ऐसा ऐसा कह रहे हैं. Swamiji is telling like this, do like this. He will nod his head. This is how the Gurus teach the students. I had some brilliant mathematics students. Once I told them, my dear children, do you know how to remember everything if you hear once? No, Swami, that secret we don't know. I said, okay. Close your eyes. Bring a blackboard before your mental eye. Take a chalk piece in your hand. Whatever I am telling you, go on writing it. Be attentive. Because you have closed your eyes, before you the blackboard is there. You are going to write something, so you cannot divert from the from the dictation. I went on telling them. I also closed my eyes, and I said, I went on dictating them the Pythagoras formula of geometry, the square of diagonal, what is that? Half base into altitude. Yes, is diagonal. Yes, of the whole theory. I went on dictating them, even the comma, hyphen, dash, full stop, everything. And then I asked them, have you written everything? Yes, Swamiji. Now open your eyes. I taught something else for 2-3 minutes to divert their mind. And then I said, close your eyes now and bring that blackboard where you have written it and go on reading it without failing to utter even the full stop, dash, comma, hyphen, everything. They could read it perfectly 100%. After 4 or 5 minutes, after diverting their mind in other subjects, again I brought them to the blackboard. Close your eyes and now go on reading it. This is how the one-pointed mind is practiced. Then once you have read it, it is written on the chitta blackboard forever. It cannot be deleted. So this is how called one-pointedness, that is called purity. That is the first and foremost qualification of a disciple, and that is what Arjuna should have. So the gurus, they teach the knowledge of the self in this way, indirect method, but the students get the direct knowledge. The knowledge of the self is the most profound secret. It can hardly be described by words. It can be realized only through direct experience of spiritual intuition. Atman or Brahman or the self-illuminous, eternal, supreme Purusha is ever shining in the chambers of the hearts of men. The heart, the absolute secret place. Throughout the ages, there have always been a few who have trodden the spiritual path and found out this secret or the spiritual treasure of the precious pearls of the self, the luminous self, the self-effulgent self. Knowledge of the self is the only direct means for attaining liberation. Knowledge means the experience of the self. Karma yoga purifies the heart and leads to the dawn of the knowledge of the self. It leads you, it purifies the heart, it brings one-pointed mind, but you have to strive. I can indicate only, but you have to see. That is what the Gurus do. Lord Krishna says, O Arjuna, I shall teach you this profoundest secret knowledge combined with realization, as you are free from jealousy. From this we can clearly understand that freedom from jealousy is an important qualification for an aspirant. Moksha se asubhat. Asubha. Asubha means unauspicious. Unauspiciousness. You will be freed from unauspiciousness. Whatever is negative, that is unauspicious. So you will be freed from that. Jealousy, which causes great distraction of the mind and produces intense heart burning. Jealousy is so great, why not I? Let him go to hell. I will be greater than him. Let him fall down. Let me be greater than him. This burns yourself only, not the other. Jealousy is a kind of fire. Jealousy and hatred, anger, and all these desires, they are kind of fires. They burn yourself only. If you superimpose evil qualities on a virtuous man who really does not possess these qualities and speak ill of him, this is jealousy, asuya. Asuya. To behold evil or to look at a person with the fault-finding evil eye and to see evil in him who is free from any kind of fault and who is virtuous is called asuya. Jealousy is only petty-mindedness, your small-mindedness. This is a modification of ignorance. It can be eradicated by inquiry of the nature of the self, inquiry of the nature of the self, and cultivating its opposite qualities, that is nobility, broad and universal tolerance, magnanimity, and large-heartedness. Whatever is said here, all these qualities are vividly seen in Gurudev, Swami Sivanand Maharaj. Not to find fault with others. If you want to find fault with someone, then it is yourself. You have to find fault with yourself and find good qualities in others. Why? When somebody is doing something wrong, shall I not point it out? No. Why not? I shall tell you. There is nothing called good or bad in this world. See this fan. It is so good, so pleasant now. Will it be so pleasant at January midnight for you, when there will be snowing in the mountain tops, -10 degree? Will it be pleasant for you? Same fan. So how do you call it? Whether it is good or bad? It depends upon your use, your mentality, how, when, desha, kala, patra, the situations, the time, the place, where are you? Even this fan will be present in south end of India, even in winter days. They use fans. This fan will be useful in Australia when we have winter. That time the Australians will enjoy summer. So place is important, and time also, situations, and your use, your angle of vision, how do you see it? All these are important factors. So, from all these points of view, you cannot accuse something to be good or bad. Nothing is good in this world, nothing is bad. It is your eyes which makes it good or bad. See the light of sun. The sun doesn't have any partiality to spread over all the universe his rays of light. Whether it is dirty dustbin or it is pure Ganga water, the sun never discriminates. He is equal to everyone. Similarly, one aspirant with large heart, pure mind, should always find something good in others, and if you have a bad habit of finding fault, find fault with you only. Nobody is ever seen under the sun who is 100% perfect. So something or other, some defect you have. So why don't you see it? Before finding fault with the others, you have to find fault with yourself. Once Jesus Christ was passing by, and some villagers, some group of people, they were beating a guilty man, and they were shouting and going on mercilessly beating it, and Jesus could not bear it. He stopped there. My dear brothers, you do your work but I want to interrupt for a moment only. Can you hear me? I am not forbidding you, but just hear me for a minute. Can you? Yes, what do you want to say? Why are you beating this fellow? What has he done? He is a culprit. He has done such a gross mistake. He should not be forgotten. That's why we are punishing him. He should be punished. So Jesus said, yes, the guilty should be punished. But tell me one thing, who should punish him? Then they came to sense. Is it not who has done no mistake, he is the right person to punish the person who has done the mistake? Is it not? Will you disagree to me? No, you are right. So come on, please confess. That's how in the Christianity there is confession. Before being initiated, they have to confess. Whatever you have done, you have to open out your heart. You have to tell all your mistakes before everyone. That dareness you should have. Then only you are free of mistakes. You have seen it. Once you see the mistake, you cannot do it, repeat it again. So that is the first and foremost duty, not to find fault with others, but with yourself only. This is otherwise known as Pratipaksha Bhavana. Instead of hating others, you should hate yourself. What a rascal you are! To whom do you hide? How many wrong things you have done? Can you deny it? Who is that perfect man who has not done anything wrong? How dare you see wrong in others? You fool! So your first and foremost duty is to rectify yourself, and then you have right to rectify others, to find fault with others. A murderer cannot be the judge to punish the murderer. Never. So in this way, whatever qualities are told here, equanimity, inquiring the self, of the nature of the self, and nobility, and broad-heartedness, tolerance, magnanimity, all these are badly needed for a qualified student. Then only your heart will be pure, and then only you can understand the secret. The secret is ever open to everyone, but to them whose heart is open to everyone, to them only the secret is over opened. Ever revealed truth, which is unrevealed for the sinners. To thee who does not carp or evil, cavil, carp or cavil, this implies that Arjuna was endowed with all these virtues of the disciple, such as straightforwardness, self-control, restraint of the senses, serenity of mind, discrimination, dispassion, etc. All these qualities Arjuna had. This is the Upalakshana, the truth alluded to, where only a part is stated. And Asuya is the Upalakshaka, the hint which alludes to the Upalakshana. So, first of all, you should be qualified to know the secret. You see, mother hides something in the almirah, keeping the key with her. It will not be open to everyone. What does she hide? Something only for her dearest child. Not for everybody. The most desirable object for the child. So it is a secret, but it is not a secret for the dearest child. He is dear to the mother, whose heart is one with the mother. This is how all these qualities makes you oneness, brings you oneness with the pure heart, where the unrevealed is ever revealed. Only the sinners cannot see the hidden treasure in the heart. It is ever present everywhere at all conditions. So what difficulty you have to see it? Your eyes are blocked with black cloth. You see, when we operate the cataracts here in the ashram OT, then and there the eyes which are operated, it will be hidden by, it will be covered with some bandage, and over that a green patch of cloth will be tied so that no sun rays should enter there. It should not be affected by dust and other bright light, because it is operated now. For some days you have to take all these measures. Similarly, your heart is now, the operated eyes are unable to see outside. We give some green specks so that the eyes should not be affected by bright sunlight. Similarly, it should be, that means it should be covered up. It cannot see the outside world, what is going on around him. So also, the ignorant eyes are covered up with all these black tapes. How can you see the ever revealed revelation of the truth? So this is a must This is a must. The purity of heart. Then only you will see the target. Then we go to the second sloka. Raja Vidya, Raja Guiham, Pavitram Idam Uttamam, Pratyaksha Dharmyam, Susukham Kartum Abhyayam. Raja Vidya, the kingly signs, and Raja Guiham, the kingly secret, Pavitram, the purifier, Uttamam, the highest, Pratyaksha realizable by direct intuition and knowledge. Dharmyam, according to righteousness. Susukham, very easy. It is so easy. Kartum abhyayam, to perform the imperishable. You see, the simple most and easily available, always available object, that is real object. What is that? That is the truth. It is available to everyone, not only to human beings, even to a stone, because the truth is all-pervading, absolute existence, ever existing. Absolute existence is the truth. How can it be absent anywhere in any condition? So how easily available to everyone? Sulabh Sauchalaya. Sulabh Sauchalaya. Just pay 1 rupee, not more. That 1 rupee is one-pointed mind. That is enough. Just to open out the door. It is so easily available to everyone, even the ignorant knows that he is ignorant. The knowledge is never hidden anywhere. But you blind fellows, if you close your eyes, how can you see the truth? This is the kingly science, the kingly secret, the supreme purifier. Supreme purifier. And the gurus, they are known as the washermen. Once I told you the story, many times I have told you this story of Swami Sivanand. In a crowd somewhere, after the end of the meeting, a great crowd was assembled, and after the meeting, everybody came to meet Swamiji, touch his feet and everything. But one person was standing far. He was hesitating to come near Swamiji. So Swamiji understood it, saw him standing far away. So he rushed to him, making a wave in the crowd, and tried to touch his feet. He was hesitating, he was going back. Swamiji, I am a Harijan, I am a low caste. That's why I am not coming to you. I am not eligible to come near you. I am a washerman. Swamiji goes and embraces him, hugs him. My dear, I am a greater washerman, so you belong to my family. You wear the clothes, I wear the minds. Both are sitting in the same boat. So this is how it is a great purifier. And realizable by direct intuitional knowledge according to righteousness. Very easy to perform and imperishable. To perform and imperishable. Whatever I have understood till now, I have understood nothing, but with my little mind, when I contemplate, I have come to this conclusion. Normality is spirituality, abnormality is called worldliness. So how easy to be normal? We fellows, we always try to show something what we are not. That is called abnormality. We want to show something which we are not. Will you not agree to me? We hide ourselves, so the truth is hidden. We hide the truth from others. We show something what is not the reality. That is called abnormality, crookedness. Lord Rama tells to the Saranagat who has taken refuge under his feet, who? Vibhishan. He says, Nirmalam manajana so mahi pava mohi kapada chala chidran bhava. I don't like crookedness, my dear Vibhishan. I don't like crookedness. I don't like hiding something and indirect method. One who has a pure mind, simple mind, innocency, he is dear to me, pure as crystal. He is dear to me, my dear. Nirmala manajana so mahi pava. To achieve me, to come near me, only one qualification is enough. That is simplicity. Simplicity is the highest qualification. See the children, how simple they are. They never like to utter lies. And we teach them forcibly to tell lies. Poor children, what can they do? This is how we have been taught to lie only by our parents, by our kith and kins, by our friends. Everybody want us to lie only. And when we lie to him, he will be angry. Oh, you are lying with me? Arey, you have taught me to lie only. See the foolishness. So Lord is so easily available to them, to simple most children. Yes, the children are most dear to the God because of their simplicity. Nirmala manajana somahi pava mohi kapata chal chidra na bhava. I don't like all these crookedness, hiding. Gurudev used to ask people who wants some private time from Gurudev. Gurudev, I want to talk to you privately. It is our domestic affairs. I cannot talk to you in satsang. Can you give me 5 minutes in your kutir? Gurudev used to say to many, I have heard it, Oji, to whom you are hiding? There is someone hiding himself in your heart. He hears everything. How can you hide him? So there is no secret in this world. There is no secret. This is the greatest secret. The greatest secret is everything is simple, but we are not ready to accept it. We want complications because we are complicated. Yes, we have to lie. We have to hide something to our friends. Even the wife hides everything to his husband, to her husband. Husband also hides everything to his wife. The children hide everything to their parents. They never say the truth because only parents have taught them. It is not their fault. So tomorrow we shall see, I think, how the kingly signs and kingly secret is so simple and open to one and all. Tomorrow we shall see further. Enough for today. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnada Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasisate Om Santi Santi Santi. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai. Satchidananda Bhagavan ki jai. Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Gita Mata ki jai.